Welcome to TNT Outdoors. I'm your host, Scott. We got an awesome video for you today. We're going to test the smallest trail camera I could find, the Wildgame Innovations Hex Digital Trail Camera. When I saw this camera on Amazon, I was really intrigued. Having a very small trail camera could be a huge asset. There are a lot of really good reasons that you would want a small trail camera. Number one, trespassers and thieves. You know, if they're coming through your property, or even if you put this on public land, they see your camera, odds are they're going to steal it. So having a small one, making it harder for them to see, obviously could be a huge asset as well. Using this kind of almost like a security camera. You put it up in a tree, it's small, they're not going to see it. So in addition to stopping them from stealing it, you might catch, you know, some illegal activity or whatnot. You know, you might be able to track them down. And having a small one, less detectable by nefarious people, very advantageous. So when I saw this, I had to try it out. Had to order one and let you guys know if it worked, you know, because I bet there's a lot of people like me that, you know, want to keep an eye on their property, not just for game, but also for trespassers. Of course, we don't like getting our stuff stolen. So the smaller the better, as long as it works. It's still got to work though. It doesn't look like there's a lot of IR lights on this, so what's the range gonna do? You know, they claimed it has an 85-foot IR flash range. 85 feet. That's almost 30 yards. It's 28.333333 yards. You know, I measured it out here for our test, and it, you know, surprisingly, when you look at it in person for a trail camera, that's a long way. Is it going to go 85 feet? I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure it's going to do it, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We're going to find out. So we got our Wildgame Innovations Hex, really small trail camera. It claims again to have an 85-foot invisible flash range. It uses 4 AA batteries, which is another plus. All my other cameras use 8 AA batteries. So half the batteries, half the price as far as batteries. That's awesome. If it works, that's awesome. It takes 20 megapixel pictures and 720p HD video clips. Let's open her up. Let's see. Came with a strap. Let's see. Interesting. You see that? It's like a weird clip strap. Goes like this. Plastic feels pretty decent too. I wasn't going to use the strap when it said when it was included, but we're trying this strap out. We're going to try it. Alright, anyways. Instructions, don't need that. Alright. We'll figure it out. Alright, well here it is. It's pretty small. For a trail camera, it's pretty small. I don't know, it's pretty cool. And here is the front panel. All the controls right here. Screen to see what you're setting up. Here's your IR lights. Not too many of them, so I'm not sure about that IR flash range, but we're going to test it out. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. All right, let's put our batteries in. All right, and here is the slot for the SD card. Let's get an SD card out. Here's my SD card holder from the Best Father's Day Gifts Ideas video. Let's grab us one that is fresh. SD card in there. Alright, let's go about setting her up. Turn it on. Alright, time is, okay, you got plus and minus, your enter button and the power button. So time is, go down, it is 9:42 in the morning. Should have gone the other way. 9:42 in the morning, and the date is July 24th, 2022. Oh, it's even got the battery percentage on here. That's good. I like that. 100%. All right, we are good to go as far as that goes. Location. We're going to do location number 1. Perfect. Picture, regular wide, video length. Oh, it's got options for video length. 5 second, 15 second, or 30 seconds. That's nice. Normally they're just 15 seconds. It's nice to have an option. I'm going to keep them at 15 seconds. Resolution. Oh, options for high, medium, or low resolution. I want high resolution. We'll see what the best it's got to offer is. We're going to test that. Delay. Excellent. It's got a lot of controls on this thing. So the delay, it looks like 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 30, 1 minute, 5 minute. It looks like its default is 5 seconds. I'm going to leave it at that. Got some options for language. Wow. Reset. No, we don't need to reset. Format, no, I don't want to format right now. Okay, let's go back. And right now it's set to pictures. Let's start with video. We'll test the pictures out too, of course. But I want to start with the video. I got to get anxious. I'm anxious, you know? Kind of like having my dessert first. I got to do that. All right, so we're set to video. Let's run through again. IR active. Motion sensor is active 24 hours a day. IR sensitivity set at medium. I'm really impressed at all the controls here. Let's change our sensitivity because I want to set it as highly sensitive. High sensitivity. Exposure. We'll leave that at medium actually because I don't want our daytime pictures to get overexposed. So we're just going to leave that. That's our default is medium. We'll leave that medium. Picture. Ooh, you got either regular or wide. We're not taking pictures now, but when we do, let's leave them at wide. Get a wide shot. That's cool. Video length, again, we'll leave that at 15 seconds. You can do 5 seconds, 15, or 30 seconds. That's amazing. That's great. Resolution, high. Delay, 5 seconds. All right, so we're all set up. We're going to be taking videos of 15 second in length with a 5 second delay in between the video captures. Got our time and date all set up. I think we're ready to go. Let's get this sucker put on a tree and put out some bait. For those of you that watched our cheapest trail camera I could find product test, the Tasco trail camera, you might recognize this tree. That's right. We're going to test this camera in the same location that we tested the Tasco. I like this location for testing. We got this good tree here, and we've got an interior kind of road that goes through the middle of the woods here that creates a really good distance for us to see how far of an image we can capture. So I like this testing spot, so we're using it again for the Wildgame Innovations smallest camera. Got 2 little slots here to feed the strap through. It also does have a screw hole for mounting it with something, so that's kind of cool. All right, so got our strap on here. We got our strap connected to the camera here. All right, we're all strapped to the tree. Let's get our bait sight set up. Before we leave the area, we're just going to use our Wildgame Innovations SD card reader to double check the placement of the camera and make sure we're getting the angle we want and the coverage area that we want to get. Then just double check, see what it looks like. Pretty good. Well, we are standing exactly 85 feet from the trail camera back there behind me. I beat this stake into the ground, spray painted just a little bit of a red tip on it to hopefully make it a little easier to see down here. I measured it out with my rangefinder as well as, a walking measuring device. So this is exactly 85 feet. That's a long way from the trail camera. I don't know if the IR is going to get this far. I have my doubts about that. This is a long way. You want to see how long it is? Let me show you how far we are. Hello! I'm right here by the trail camera. 85 feet. It's a long way. Hello down there. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. So as you can see, it's a long way from there to here. So we'll put a little bit of corn here, just a little bit of bait, just to get a little bit of activity to test the range. But I'm going to put the bulk, the main part of our site, probably about halfway between here and there. So it's probably going to be about 45, 50 feet, something like that, because that's probably the best viewable area for the camera itself. Just like with the Tasco, I'll put a little bit closer to the trail camera so we can see what the close-up images look like too. So we'll get a pretty good varying distance of how this camera performs from the camera itself all the way, hopefully, out to the 85 feet that they claim. If not, we'll see about how far it's going to go. Somewhere between the main site and here, we'll be able to kind of estimate. Let's get our bait set out and rock and roll. And now, for my secret ingredient. Shh, don't tell. Come to really like this. Plain grape Kool-Aid, nothing fancy. My secret ingredient to spike the corn up. rev it up, if you will. So, grape Kool-Aid. Here we go. Pour a little bit around here. Kind of get it all over where we poured the bulk of the corn here. Spread it around a little bit. All right. There we go. We're ready. Wildgame Innovations. Tiniest trail camera I could find. The Hex digital trail camera from Wildgame Innovations. Let's see how she does. Welcome back. Well, this Hex camera by Wildgame Innovations, it did pretty good. The video that it captured was pretty good quality. A little grainy at times, especially in nighttime pictures, but in this price level of camera, that's not unusual. The pictures as well, they look pretty good. And I feel like we confirmed that you can see with the IR on this at night out to about the 85-foot range that it claims it can do. I think we confirmed that. You'll notice on some of the video that you saw, I put an arrow highlighting our stick that we had put out that marked that 85-foot spot. I think that we established that it can see that far at night, which is pretty good for such a small camera, for the minimal amount of IR lights that are on this thing, for it to get that range. Kind of impressing. I did not think that it would actually reach out that far, a viewable distance at night. So I'm happy about that. However, I did notice something during our testing, during the time that we had it out, that it seems to me that it's not quite capturing the amount of videos and even pictures that I think it should. We've been running this over a month, probably about a month and a half, and I've freshened up the bait site just about every week. So we've had a good amount of bait here, good amount of activity. It's evident, in the ground all around, so I feel like it should have had more. I can't prove it, I can't say for sure, but it's just a feeling I get, so I'm a little suspicious of that. I will say that it has captured me every time I've come out here. I have not driven down my road here without it triggering, so it hasn't missed an instance of us coming. So maybe it's not missing them at all. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I don't know. I can't say for sure on that. So the footage looks good. The pictures looks good. It reaches the IR flash range for the nighttime pictures that it claims to reach. So I'm happy about all that. I'm just a little suspicious about the amount of captures that it took. So would I recommend this trail camera? I don't know. So, I love how small it is. I love that it's the smallest trail camera that I could find. The footage looks good. The images looks good. It's got a super long IR range as far as I'm concerned for cameras in this price point. So I'm happy with all of that. I'm just slightly hesitant because I feel like it should have had more footage and more pictures. I could be wrong about that. So if anybody else has run this camera and they're having similar issues, they just feel like they aren't capturing as many pictures or as many video clips as they should be capturing, if their bait or whatever they got out is missing and then they got nothing to show for it as far as what's on the camera, please leave a comment below. I'd like to hear from other people, see if they're having the same experiences, or, if you're running one and you think, wow, no, I don't think that's an issue at all. Maybe I'm wrong about that. So I think that's for each individual to decide. I'm glad I have it. I think it's cool. It's small. So I'm going to keep trying it. I'm going to leave it out. I'm going to let it keep taking video and pictures. And all in all, it was a good test. It performed well. And I like it. I already have it and I like it. So I'll keep using it. And if you're interested to learn more about this Wildgame Innovations Hex, the smallest trail camera I could find, I'll leave a link down in the description box below, so you can research it more or even purchase it. I'll leave a link down below, so check it out if you want. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I'm just a little hesitant because I feel like it should have had more footage. Anyways, I'm beating a dead horse there, so well, thank you very much for joining us today. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you like this video and you're not already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Because if you like this video, you might like the rest of our videos. So hopefully you'll think about subscribing. Well, either way, thank you for watching this video and have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please consider hitting the like button. And be sure to subscribe for more TNT Outdoors exclusive content.